Welcome back, fellow armchair generals. This is Gamer 1745 here with my continuing playthrough of Hearts of Iron 3 with Black Ice 8.52. Okay, we're going to continue this battle here. Let's see, where are we taking any losses up here? Not really. Okay, let's do some convoy protection there. Got one of our convoys, yes, I think it's a merchant raider here that's moved up along there. It's doing damage to us, unfortunately. We have a couple of losses in this area, so I have my Mediterranean fleet here out patrolling to hopefully suppress the Italians here. Okay, uh-oh. It just looks like we've been invaded. He's closing all these things. Uh-oh. British Army in turmoil. With the fall of France, the army has lost a great deal of its heavy equipment, weapons and supplies. Morale is also low, and we need time to replenish our forces and make good our losses. We must be prepared for a desperate fight for survival now that our forces. Okay, we will lose a lot of supplies, lose some manpower, which we can afford. We don't like the officer loss. That's gonna kick our butt much more. And we're losing a lot of land organization. Okay. Which I don't like for a while. Don't know which one we got. Okay, the 9th Indian, yeah, we're going to deal with this coming up very quickly here. Maybe even got onto here. Okay. Well, the Indians are doing good, but we're not. I don't know how they got up to Scotland. I'm serious, I don't know how they got up to the idea of whoever planned this got up to Scotland. I'm happy with the Sealion, but I was expecting it to be something like the Germans thought. And okay, this is sort of cool that they, ended up here, maybe here, but and I don't know if this is just random or what, but this is, in my opinion, damn unrealistic, anything landing in Scotland. Okay, then we'll do that in a second. The 9th Indian Division forms. The 9th Indian Division has now formed in Quetta, India. Historically, the 9th Indian Division was formed in September 40 at Quetta before being transferred to Malaya. These brigades. Okay, let's see. So when I get to this here, especially defense and mantle. Okay. Quetta. We may send it to India, or to Malaya or not. Okay, the 8th Indian Division is formed in Meerut, India historically. Okay, despite relatively reductions in the mainstream of battle, its members won nearly 600 awards, including 4 Victoria Crosses. The Indian Army was actually rather good. Okay, Royal Ordnance Factory, which may get destroyed in all this. Royal Ordnance Factory Newport was World War II Royal Ordnance Factory that produced guns. Building started on a former allotment site off Corporation Road, Newport, in April 40. By December 44, the number of guns produced rose to 12,132. The maximum monthly output of the factory was 722 guns in January 43. Good show. Yes, we want the commands. Okay, now. Well, As you can see, some of my force deployments were very much set up for fighting in the south coast, because I was anticipating something like this, but not quite this. Let's see if we can do it. Yeah, okay. These are HQs. Belgian evacuees will be useful. I mean, they're sending these two divisions down here to keep them from advancing out. The rest of this force, and attention to somebody here, WAFF, okay. Okay, Welsh Division, head home. And do good retaking your home on the back from the Nazis. Well, that's particularly weak, so we're going to send you to there. No, actually, you know, let's move some of these via sea. Okay, got Royal Tank Corps. So I think we're going to move a bunch via the sea up here. Good thing we got this Polish command. I haven't even looked at that yet. We'll tie you to command, okay. Now let's move the tank unit. Across the river there. Trains. I believe the 51st Highland Division, I think it was that one, was destroyed in France. Rebuilt later. And the Lowland Division. Now why is the Lowland Division with mountain brigades? I don't know much about the Lowland Division. Well, they're sort of contained for the moment, so let's... In the olden days, Scotland would have kicked this German invasion ass, but in World War II the Scots were disarmed. But good thing for many of these home guard elements that we have around here. But unfortunately most of them are well south. Okay. So this is partially why. Yeah, I could have moved all of these, some of these divisions here, like the Lancaster one, over to the France for the French campaign, but I knew that I wasn't planning on keeping them. Or I wanted to make sure I didn't get them all overrun, and I wanted to. Just don't know if I'm going to move these garrison units quick enough to be useful in enough time. But these guys, I think. Well, let's go for this way for a moment. Hopefully I've got enough of these units here. And this is why you keep units in reserve for the unexpected. And yes, I knew Sealion was coming, but I thought it was going to be on the southern shores. Didn't know how well it would work out, but I thought it would be on the southern shores. And if they put another Sealion in me, I'm going to have a fit. Because Germany's incapable of doing anything more than even that. I don't, well, as you've heard me say, I don't think it could have done this much, but I get them trying to make this a challenging game, and I get that point, but I don't need, you know, teleporting massive army to England somehow. I mean, now if now under, and also obviously this is to give the player an interesting time, and in that sense it's okay. We've dropped Paras on this command on me here there. That an interesting time, but yeah, from my readings of the period, I don't think they could have gotten without winning air power, and I don't know that they really won the air power or the naval power, but whatever. So you can see they've got the Isle of Skye. They're calling it Portee, but that's the Isle of Skye. Portee, I believe, is a city there. Okay. Okay, should we ask Ireland? Okay, with France gone, Germany turns its eyes to Britain, and the Irish are also threatened by the Nazi menace. Should we make it compromising and give them unity for the Irish allegiance? That's them. No. if I understand this, should we make a compromise and give them unity for Irish allegiance? Meaning, give them Northern Ireland? No. I ain't giving them Northern Ireland. Okay, the 8th Armored Division, shall we form the division headquarters? Okay, just headquarters. Fun, but, Winston Churchill, the Battle of France is over. The Battle of Britain is about to begin. Yes, it's begun. Upon this battle depends the survival of Christian civilization. Yes, I agree very much so. The Nazis were not Christians. And I don't mean they just didn't behave in a Christian manner. There was a very strong, and I know many of you watched my series on Germany, and I talked about it a lot. There was a very strong neo-paganistic movement within the Christians, and the Christian Nazi church that did exist was just in my opinion, a temporary accommodation to both Protestants and Catholics that were just eventually going to be undermined and done away with in time. So between the idea, if Western Europe if Britain goes down, the Christian world is severely in danger. Yes, Italy, and maybe even slightly more so Spain, would have maintained its strong Catholic allegiance, which even in the face of Greater Germany ascendant, don't know quite what would have happened in some of these territories. But with Germany, in German occupied and controlled areas, they were going to repress Christians. Not saying they were going to ban the church in a place like France, but it wasn't going to be something that was going to be overly freely practiced, in my opinion. Definitely not in Germany. And obviously it was entirely suppressed, the Christian church, in the Soviet Union. So yes, Christian civilization is at stake here in World War II, at least in Europe. Because you got North and South America, which were more Christian than Europe, that's for sure. The whole fury and might of the enemy must very soon be turned on us. Yes, it has been. Hitler knows that he will have to break us in this island or lose the war. Let us therefore brace ourselves to our duty, and so bear ourselves that if the British Empire and its Commonwealth lasts for 1,000 years, men will say, this was their finest hour. Well, we're going to gain a bunch of unity here. Okay, build National Center for Defense. We want to do air. And we want to do single engine aircraft. That's national defense, biggest important. Yeah. Oh, we should give these guys commands. Commanders, I guess, that's what we should be saying. Waiting. Let's attack there. Oh. Okay. Liverpool to plus. No, Liverpool to. No, we can go to Scout Patrol. That's land connected, I think. Oh, all of our. Oh, damn. Liverpool to. This is really because I put so many shipping coming out of here that are all going to be in danger. Oh, buddy. Oh, we gotta get this connected fast. Okay, so I don't want to redo everything. But I may have to, damn it. Okay, province lost. Divisional HQs have advanced. That's good. I'm gonna let that go. Continue. Car designs. Not at this moment. I'm gonna push further forward with that. Let's go extra wide tank tracks. Okay, the 7th Indian Division formed. The 7th Indian Division has now formed in Basel, India. Historically, the division was created on 1st October 1940 in North African campaign. Over to the Burma campaign. Okay, great. Ignoring that for now. Let's also put a flight convoy from Liverpool to Aberdeen, Scotland. Oh good, Nile Delta. We've got 2 motor torpedo boats. Very good. Well, okay, steel casting approved. Fine, good. We've shifted a lot of leadership over to officers, so. Now, okay, we have those there, so what we want to do is put these on board, and I want to send them to Newcastle. I think that might be quicker than SRing them up. Taken Inverness. Advanced armored designs. And we'll stop that now. Put him in the flank. Yeah, we shouldn't totally ignore this one, should we? Okay, shut down that port. Well, let's attack this Italian armored unit here. Good, we're doing well there. Well, we're defending ourselves here. That's nice. Keep calm and carry on. We'll defend Britain. We're freaking good. How's our fighter command doing? Fighters all over us here. An area. There we go. These guys are about destroyed. Put them to rest. Okay, challenge the air a little bit better here. Well, fine, capital ship fire control systems, and we will. If they're not grayed out, they're grayed out. Great. isn't the best. Oh, Liverpool garrison will help out, and so will these guys help out in the attack there. Not at the moment, no. Now, I won't totally forget. Okay. Ooh, these guys are beat up. Okay, well, back to port with you guys. I think we're going to make a grand fleet here shortly. These are the transports for our naval invasion. Small air search radar. That's good. Put that over to navigation radar. Okay, you Welshmen. Attack. Yeah, well, we're gonna lose this. Let's stop that until we can bring in more forces to bear. We're gonna win that. Don't know if we're gonna win that, but these guys need it. Oh, this is the Polish squadrons. Okay. Give me these leader, taxi type. Fighter command, air wing. Okay, so it's way down here. Yeah, let's see what we can do. I'll give them a few minutes to organize themselves up. Light cruiser meter. Long tap. Single deployed railway. Airborne division is nice, but oh, the Czech Air Force. Let's get right. Lost the Battle of Aberdeen, damn. Might have reinforcements coming in there. Oh, that's not a Newcastle. Okay, beat up. Yeah. Okay, we need to put laws in. Let's just go there, shorter route. There we go. Now if we can get breakthrough there, we'll reconnect. Damn, I was hoping during the break go on to the offensive between attacks. Oh, these guys, well. Let's send them north. Oh, these guys. I'm also sending north. Should have been on with that transport, so we went to there. But yeah, that is not good. High seas lost. Resources lost. Okay, gotta pause now. We want to go on the offensive here. Fortunately, I think this is gonna lose. Okay, interception tactics. How do those go? Women's Auxiliary Air Force, WAFF. The WAFF was the female auxiliary of the Royal Air Force during World War II, established in 1939. At its peak strength in 1943, the WAFF numbers exceeded 180,000, over 2,000 women enlisting every week. They were active in parachute packing, manning of barrage balloons, in addition to performing catering, meteorological, radar, transportation, communication duties, including wireless, telephonic and telegraphic operations. They worked with codes and ciphers, analyzed reconnaissance photos, performed intelligence operations. WAFF were vital presence in the control of aircraft, both radar stations and iconically plotters in plotting and operations rooms, most notably during the Battle of Britain. These women, for these operations, directed fighter aircraft against the Luftwaffe, mapping home and enemy aircraft positions. Okay, another thing, I believe it's part of this, there was a fair number of female pilots. They got some of the most flying hours during the war. A few of them were the most experienced on different types of aircraft pilots in the British Air Force, if you will. And most of them had more experience in more types of aircraft than any of the other male British pilots. And this was because that their primary duties were ferrying duties. If you needed an aircraft from this airport to this airport, these were the women that would fly, or the personnel mainly, that would fly them around. So if they're being made up here in Birmingham in an aircraft factory and taken to and a lot of times, well, basically I think all aircraft factories had an airstrip eventually at some point, so that even if it wasn't a big operational air force that we're seeing supporting this, so that they would fly them from there to the airports here. And so they would do all these ferrying. So any type of aircraft that they just basically were told, okay, you're flying this transport aircraft today from here to there, and leaving it there, and then maybe taking the train back or whatever it was, however they were moving around. And so they were constantly ferrying around, and of course they logged every flight and in what type of aircraft. So they weren't necessarily, I'm not suggesting that they were qualified to be a fighter pilot. Most of the time the fighters that they were flying were unarmed, or or at least no ammo in the machine guns. I think a few of them were shot at a few times by German aircraft, but that was a very rare thing. It was a hazardous duty because it was, I don't know, British weather, if you know how much, it can be cloudy and whatever, and they flew in all weathers. Obviously they tried to avoid storms and major problems, but things happen. So that they flew all kinds of aircraft and just basic flight. Again, they weren't necessarily, I'm not suggesting they were trained as navigators in the level of navigating themselves to a particular city over unfriendly aircraft, but of course they were navigating themselves around Britain. So they had the skills, and this is not a degradation of women or anything. They had the skills to do the basic tasks. They weren't, and because of their things, they weren't expert in all of the different skills to be a proper either fighter pilot, bomber pilot, or even transport pilot if you're dropping parachutists or glider landings and all these other highly skilled endeavors, so that they were doing what was needed, and were very important in that task as well. so that they had lots of flying hours, and they got to be familiar with how a lot of different aircraft operated. So yes, we want that. Okay, now you to support that attack, which will turn it into a victory against the Italians. Yes, I think that's strong enough. Let's give them just the transports. And let's get some of these Canadian units, Australian units. We're holding them back for the important reserve elements. Let's see. Yeah. Okay. Full are they? These guys can't fit either. Don't have any light. Might fit. Okay, well, let's see if we can successfully invade the book. Good, let's see if we're helping out. They're bombing us, but won't win the war, that's for sure. Good. So they've got some ships out here, but what I want to do, and I was hoping to do it even better, more effectively. Oh, damn, these guys should have been in there. So I should have been having those guys in. Well, I want to take the port away from them so they can't move in any more troops. Supplies. I want them to be starving of supplies. Okay, well, getting that. Let's see if we attack. We'll wait till we get these guys able to support that attack. Let's move you back over here. Okay, the HQ shattered, which means we still have it. Large fuel tank research has advanced, which will allow us to do heavy bomb research. I'm going to just start. Okay. This guy's going to connect there. Croatia is mobilizing. No, we have... That's been formed, okay. Here. Well, there's some proper German armor there. Yugoslavs are holding out better than... Oh, they did get events that presumably didn't remove anything from my order of battle, but did match British intervention into Greece. Well, good. Oh, okay, perfect. Drive while we still have the fuel. Abandon the Channel Islands. We're going to keep them. Yeah, historically Britain did abandon the Channel Islands, and of course there's some famous propaganda photos of British bobbies. There are just a few on the island, I think less than 5 or something, being photographed alongside German soldiers. They continue to do their basic policing function, though I do believe from all records that they didn't really help the Nazis occupy the island, meaning in a collaborationist sense. Obviously they were collaborating because they continued to be unarmed police, but they weren't collaborationists as in who were the anti-German type activity type people. They were just, if anything, helping the local population, I do believe. And the Germans allowed that to happen primarily, I think, because of propaganda purposes. They wanted to show that once they occupied Britain, they were going to be very benevolent, kind of thing. So the British government decided that the Channel Islands were of no strategic importance, and despite the reluctance of Prime Minister Winston Churchill, the British government gave up the oldest possessions of the Crown without firing a single shot. There's a couple of reasons I'm planning on keeping them. The primary one is, for the moment, is that there doesn't appear to be a negative element to it, and although there is currently a infrastructure level of 2, there are no ports and there are no air bases, so I don't know that the Germans are even going to try to attack them. And if they do, oh well. Let's send all these guys up. March in, march in. Take that port away from you, that's good. Okay, they're still in good shape. So let's add to the that's what we're looking for. Add to the invasion ability here. Get one more unit. We have generals. It's gonna do a hold it there. No, have generals. Well, they don't because they're New Zealand or whatever, Australia. So I can't assign you. Oh no, I can. Oh well, whatever. It's invasion. There's actually a way to do that right now. To get them going. Blockade action. Okay, we can blockade things. Okay, here we go. This is Italy's attempt. Fortunately, we have the event that affected our organizational levels. But this is Italy's first invasion attempt, it looks like, of Malta. As you've noticed, I added a regular sort of division to the garrison. Maybe we'll be able to hold out against this fairly big horde of Italian divisions. And we've taken out a destroyer here. Now we're fighting against our own fortifications. Our Polish unit shattered. Hopefully we still have it. Yeah, shattered, but we have it. It will be easier to rebuild that way than we have the manpower. Cheaper to rebuild. Okay, well, we're gonna have to stop this because we're attacking across the river now. Exclusively. And we've had a major defeat. Battle of Dunbar is lost. Okay, well. give it to them at least temporarily. Okay, looks like we're going to get Tobruk. Not really worried about any of that. We got that. Oh, we've lost that. Okay, well. Okay, we're going to end the episode here. We're running a bit over time. Thanks so much for watching. Thanks for liking the videos. Please post comments. This is getting exciting. Hope you're enjoying this too. See you next time.